What's going on, Gemini? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for April 20th through May 5th, 2023. So, as most of you know, we are right in the middle of eclipse season. We just had a very powerful solar eclipse in Aries on the 19th or 20th of April, depending on where you are in the world. And we will be having a powerful lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 5th, 2023. So this reading, Gemini, is really going to be an eclipse season reading. What's going on in between the eclipses? Now, in this reading, we are going to look at your immediate past, also known as what happened up until the point of the solar eclipse in Aries on the 20th, your current general energies representing what's going to happen in between these two eclipses, the 20th to the 5th, and then your immediate future energy will be representative of what the energy wants to say about the period after the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Now, keep in mind, for all of you, eclipses generally represent permanent change in our lives, and for me personally, there's been so much going on behind the scenes. I know I haven't posted in over a week, and it's just because I apologize for not being a little bit more consistent, because I like to do that. But trust me, what's brewing inside me will benefit you more than just sticking to the status quo, if that makes any sense, right? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and pull the energy, Gemini, and see what wants to come through. If this reading resonates with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already, Gemini. I would really appreciate that as well. But let's go ahead and pull the energy and see what wants to come through for this eclipse reading. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Gemini. Sweet. Wow. Let's see what we got here for you, Gemini. Yeah, I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and start this off. Your opportunity for this eclipse season, Gemini, is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is your opportunity, the Queen of Pentacles here. This really is a card of abundance. It's a card of financial gain. Like, all things earthly will be an opportunity for you to somehow enhance or change. So there could be some sort of permanent change going on with your physical life. We're going to have to see why it's your opportunity when we clarify in a second. Then you have your challenge, Gemini, being the Death card. All right, so some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio person, but really the Death card is about transformation. So your opportunity and your challenge may have to do with changing your current work situation. There is a big sense of upgrade here, especially with the recent eclipse in Aries, 29 degrees of Aries. No matter who you are, I guarantee a lot of you are feeling a major sense of upgrade in your life, and it looks like for you it has to do with your physical world with the Queen of Pentacles. So let's go ahead and get into your recent past energy. In the recent past energy, Gemini, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the the Knight of Swords here. So clearly there was some sort of forward movement when it comes to, once again, the realm of Earth. So this is the Pentacles, practical. There's a lot of practical movement. This could be you working really hard. The Three of Pentacles is about collaboration. The Six of Pentacles, there is an energy in your recent past about balanced forward moving energy. Like, so the Knight of Swords is an energy that moves forward in work. It can get itself into trouble depending on what cards surround it, but because it's surrounded by the Six of Pentacles, balance, Three of Pentacles, collaboration, learning, trifecta, I feel like in your recent past here, there's something that you've been building to. And during this eclipse, in between the eclipses, you're going to start, Gemini, to really receive the benefits and the fruits of your labor that you've put in the past. Because in the past, you've been working hard. If you haven't been working hard in the past, this isn't your reading. But if you've been putting in the work, victory's coming for you. Because, once again, your opportunity being the Queen of Pentacles. But look at this, Gemini. When it comes to your current energy from in between the eclipses, you have the Six of Wands, public victory, the Nine of Pentacles, financial freedom, and you also have the Seven of Wands, which is, fighting off some sort of resistance or asking yourself what's worth fighting for. So with this energy being here, Gemini, some of you may just start to taste like the seeds of where your life is going, but there's a sense of a major upgrade and victory, and also there's a sense of I conquered my demons, or I'm in the process of conquering my demons right now. From the 20th to the 5th. Like, we're going to have to clarify it in a moment, but I just, I feel like you've been, I don't know, just the readings that I've done for you since, 2023, I just feel like a lot of you have been, in this kind of dark period to a certain degree, uncertainty. There is an element of, certainty and destiny coming here, because when we look at, Gemini, your immediate future after May 5th on, yeah, you're in alignment with your destiny and you're happy about it, but it may require a little bit of juggling, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Nine of Cups, and you have the Two of Pentacles here when it comes to your immediate future following May 5th. And so with this energy, I see a lot of you who have been putting in the work, you're clearly in alignment with your destiny and you have a major opportunity on your hands. Now, Two of Pentacles, you could be juggling something. This, for a lot of you, it's going to manifest in terms of letting go of one career while starting another one. So some of you may be working two jobs. That's what I did even to start this YouTube channel. I was working a job, but then I did YouTube on the side until you gain a momentum. So there's some sort of thing about shifting. Some of you, this could have to do with a relationship as well, for sure. I'm not really I'm not really hell-bent on that right now, but let's go ahead and get into this reading, Gemini, and start clarifying some of these cards to you. You really have made it through something difficult. So congratulations, I'm proud of you, Gemini. And yeah, you had flying out of the clarification deck here, Gemini. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles here. So some of you here definitely have taken your power back financially, big time. Some of you recently let go of a business partner, or if you're a business owner, you fired someone, or for some of you, that could be what this is about. So think about, how can you be more efficient? How can you be a little, potentially, there is an element of being ruthless with yourself here. There is an element of that. And what Spirit's telling me to tell you from this eclipse season, you're only going to be happy when you're intensely focused. It's almost like a lot of you have been battling with these demons over the last months about it's hard to do hard work, or some self-doubt, or something negative has been going on with your money and your business setting, Gemini. But it's almost like now it's finally, I just had something, it went away, so whatever. But you know what I'm saying here, Gemini. Very powerful information. So let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards. Let's go ahead and clarify why the Queen of Pentacles is here as your opportunity. All right. There is something about making a ruthless business decision, though. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here in your opportunity? Queen of Pentacles and your opportunities, clarify with the Three of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and also the Queen of Pentacles again. All right, so like I said, for a lot of you, this opportunity definitely has to do with a ruthless business decision, especially if you feel like there's someone around you who's incompetent. For some of you, this is going to be you taking your talents elsewhere in your work. So like you don't get along with the boss, you know. The Queen of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles dynamic, 2 court cards, 2 people here, and you have the Three of Swords, which is clearly heartbreak and incompatibility or some sort of hurt and pain. So depending on who you are, some of you may have been in a feud with your boss or the higher-ups, and you're like, I'm not working here anymore, bye. But you've been putting in the work somewhere else, so that now you can afford to go somewhere else. For some of you who are business owners, or you're in some sort of position of power financially right now, then I see you might have fired... There's an opportunity to let go of someone who's incompetent. You know, I always say, keep friends for friendship, but work with the skilled and competent, right? That's a lesson that I had to see up front, you know, in my own life, because my father was a construction worker, and at a certain point, he basically went into business with one of his friends, and let's just say it didn't really work out well. And then as I grew up, I started reading all these books about don't go into business with your friends, because or your family. You can do it. I'm not saying don't do it if that's your thing, right? But there seems to be an issue around that, and it's coming up. Let's go ahead and clarify what the Death card is here as your challenge. Where are we at? Why is the Six of Pentacles once again? I mean, how many repeats do we need in this? We have the Queen of Pentacles twice in your opportunity, same slot. We have the Six of Pentacles in your overall general energy. We now have it in your challenge, clarifying the Death card. So, death to uneven balance, you know, between 2 people, or between you and your, you know, something around this. We also have the Devil. So yeah, I mean, it's like, okay. Now, if this doesn't have to do with a person, Gemini, we also have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is here with the Six of Pentacles in your overall general. It's just the repeating cards here is a little bit eerie. But here's the thing, Gemini. For those of you dealing with people, boss at work, employee, it's something about cutting out toxicity because there wasn't an even exchange. For those of you that are in some sort of, for those of you that are not dealing with a person, and this is more of your own inner landscape, there's a death to any sort of toxicity that's holding you back from moving forward. Because in your recent past, you had the Knight of Swords, but it was tied up to the Three of Pentacles developmental stage in your work. Now you have the Knight of Swords to the Devil in your challenge to the Six of Pentacles to the Death. To me, what I'm getting from that for you is, you know, no longer being afraid to go forward and just do what you have to do, you know, ruthless in your work, you know, something around that. Because what Spirit's telling me is, like, for some reason, I mean, a lot of you are switching your whole idea of your career, and this process may just be put in the works so that it will then manifest later, because obviously you have the Wheel of Fortune later in this. All right, let's go ahead and I'm done with the recent past. Let's go into the present moment now. Let's clarify this Six of Wands. What's this victory about for you? So the Six of Wands, once again, if you're in a position of power, if you have a business, if you have a family, or, you know, you're some sort of authority, then I see you getting a lot of public attention. If, on the other hand, you're working somewhere that maybe you don't like, you're trying to shift careers, you're raising yourself up in the ranks of this world, Gemini, then what I see happening here is there's people around you who are very resistant to the career choice that you're changing. So there's something here about you're getting positive attention from other people because they're like, wow, like Gemini really cut that person out. Wow, Gemini really left that job. Wow, Gemini's really starting that side business. But there's an element here. The Six of Wands is you get the recognition, but it's tied up to the Seven of Wands resistance. So some of you, for some of you Geminis out there who are not really established, let's just say, in the end state of where you want to be, there is something here about either your own personal resistance, but for a lot of you, other people's resistance to you leveling up. They don't want to see you let go of that toxic thing because then it makes them look at, well, what am I stuck in toxically that now I have to let go of in order to catch up with Gemini. Because there is something, Gemini, called the catch-up effect in this reality, where if there's someone around you who's close to you and you make a deep personal change, there's two things that are going to happen, basically. The first thing is the person's going to grow with you. They're going to get a reflection of like, wow, that's like amazing. Let me do that too. Or like, wow, how can I implement that in my own life? For others, the second thing though is the choice that you make to upgrade is too painful. And so the people will fall out of your life experience because they're not willing to catch up. And so however that has to go bye-bye, it has to go bye-bye, you know. But once again, let's clarify the Six of Wands. Sorry, I just, you know, it is what it is, right? But let's see. Probably should have taken those. My bad. Why is the Six of Wands here? The Six of Wands. Yo, I swear to God, you want to know what cards just try to jump out of the deck, Gemini? These were the exact two cards that I just put back in the deck. So, Six of Wands clarified by the Hanged Man, and the Eight of Wands here definitely has to do with surrendering to some sort of victory in your life and really looking at it from a different perspective and then taking action, communication, speed, implementation. So with the Six of Wands here in your current general energy to the Eight of Wands to the Hanged Man, wow, surrender to this, Gemini. Use it as whatever is going good for you in between eclipses, especially when it relates to you getting a little more attention, negative or positive, surrender to it, okay? Like, you deserve it. You deserve it, okay? All the hard work that you've put in. Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. I really love that Seven of Wands. I love that Seven of Wands because what I'm getting from this in the present moment, it's like basically you telling certain people to F off that you meant to. But for others of you, that Seven of Wands is really you just telling your own self to F off, you know. There was like, you know, Eckhart Tolle's moment of enlightenment. He woke up in the middle of the night and he was like, I can't live with myself anymore. And then he realized I is separate from myself. These are two entities. Which one is real? I is real, unconditioned consciousness. Myself is egoic baggage of the mind. So, why am I getting that? I don't know. Maybe some of you are having a spiritual awakening. I want to clarify why this Wheel of Fortune is here now in your future. Because you're where you need to be. And all the, yeah. And, in the beginning of this reading, I said to you, Gemini, if you've not been working hard, then this isn't for your reading. I hope that didn't alienate a certain amount of people because, what I'm getting is, you were working hard in a way that maybe was not textbook. And you may have thought, oh, am I making the wrong decision, blah, 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 in my life. But I'm telling you, once you're out of this, once the lunar eclipse in Scorpio happens here, you're in alignment with your destiny. But you're going to be working hard, right? You're going to be emotionally happy in your work. You know, that's what, you're going to be happy to juggle. Like the Two of Pentacles, this is your natural energy anyway. You're good at that. Mental dexterity. So, congrats. You know, 2 careers. You may have 2 careers now. For those of you, you may have 2 people. You know, if this is make it love, if it's love for you, but I'm not picking up on that for the collective necessarily. Although we have the Queen of Wands popping out. So, interesting. Queen of Wands could be connecting with a fire sign for some of you out there. But let's see why the Wheel of Fortune is here. In your immediate future, following the lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 5th. All right. I swear to God, this is the craziest reading I've done in a very long time. Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. That's why I said that. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. It's just... Now, yeah. Yeah, so the Wheel of Fortune in your future, Gemini, after May 5th, is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Swords, and also the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're stuck with this. You're stuck with this, but it ain't bad though. You're stuck with something. Once again, this whole reading has been Pentacles. Some sort of new career move or some sort of earthly move that you're going on here. But you're stuck in this. There's a new cycle that you're going to be in for a very long time. Once again, eclipses, and because these are particularly strong eclipses, usually, and I'm just intuitively, I know this, especially this one in Aries on the 20th, permanent change. And by the time the 5th of May comes around, because the effects of these eclipses are not just going to end, like they stay around to like 2024 beyond. So yeah, like whatever this is, the Wheel of Fortune, clarified the Wheel of Fortune to the 8 of Swords to the 8 of Pentacles. For some of you, this is going to be, I know what my destiny is, and I'm not going to ever stop until I get there. For others of you, you're going to reach a certain climax point, or there's some sort of career change that's going to make you very happy. So listen, with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading, Gemini. I hope that this reading resonated with you. There's a lot of duplicates. As you can see, the energy is just extremely synchronistic. So with that being said, I think you're going to have a great time. It's not going to say there's going to be no challenges, but wow, does it look very exciting for you. So with that being said, I'll talk to you next time, Gemini.